Hello, Bear Tavern families. In an effort to make the night of back to school night a little less chaotic, I'm sharing a video of my presentation. Of course, you're always welcome to come at 6 p.m. to see it live or wait around till 8 and see it live again. But this will make it so that you can come at any time between 6:20 and 8 and share in the back to school night bonanza with your child. So let's get this started. Welcome to Back to School Night 2025. As you know, there's always so many amazing things happening at Bear Tavern. I'm going to share some of those with you tonight. Here's the schedule for tonight. As I said, I'll give my remarks at 6 and then again at 8, beginning at 6:20. You may start visiting your classrooms with your child. Most of the teachers have things set up. The teachers have things set up for you. So there are a variety of different experiences that you'll get to see tonight. Hopefully tonight you'll get to meet your children's teachers, see the classroom routines and expectations, see some of the things that they do with us while they're with us all day, and see how excited they are about school. This year we're talking learn, grow, and belong. You'll see that when we get our shirts. They'll be here by the end of the month. Every student will get a shirt that says learn, grow, belong. Each year we work with a program called Character Strong. Character Strong helps us with our student well-being and social and emotional growth. You'll hear your children coming home talking about things such as kindness, or now we're in the month of respect, and a variety of different things that we'll talk about during respect. This is shared each morning on the morning announcements, as well as teachers do lessons related to our Character Strong month. Some quick things on school safety. Whenever you visit, always sign in at the main office. Obviously, tonight is a different story. You'll come in through any doors that are open. We'll open a variety of them and give you an opportunity to come in and visit. When you come, you should get a visitor's badge. You'll need to leave your keys. As I said, you'll sign in. Sign in may change. Eventually, we're trying to make it digital, so there'll be a computer to sign in on, but right now you sign in by hand. Throughout the day, doors are locked. Mr. Buchanan, our safety officer, walks around the building checking doors, looking for people that might be visiting without visiting sign-in, or just making sure our kids are safe throughout the day. We do a variety of monthly safety drills. You already know about these. I'm sure your children tell you about them. We do them, they're required by law, but also to keep our children safe so they know what to do in case of emergency. Please, when you drive through the parking lot, drive carefully. There are a lot of people coming in and out of our building on a daily basis, and reinforce the bus safety with your children. Make sure they're seated and they're buckling their seats. Each month or each year, we talk about the state and district harassment, intimidation, and bullying policies. I'm going to read this to you, although I know you can read yourself. Harassment, intimidation, or bullying means any gesture or written, verbal, or physical act, or any electronic communication, whether it be single incident or a series of incidents, that is reasonably perceived as being motivated by either an actual or perceived characteristics, such as race, color, religion, ancestry, national origin, gender, sexual orientation, gender identity and or expression, or mental, physical, or sensory disability, or by any other distinguishing characteristic that takes place on school property, at any other school-sponsored function, or on a school bus or off school grounds. Any of these things that substantially disrupt or interfere with the orderly operation of the school or the rights of other students. So all those things must be in place for it to be considered harassment, intimidation, and bullying. Opposite, not necessarily opposite, are different what the common interpretation of bullying might be. So we are very careful not to use the word bullying. There will be opportunities when students do have conflict, and it's our job to help those students understand how to fix those conflicts in a reasonable way. However, you as a parent or a guardian can always fill out a harassment, intimidation, bullying, this online form, and we must do a thorough investigation. Other things to remember, and you've heard me say these things before, always label everything. We have such a big lost and found every week. I try to get things back to kids when I see them with names in them. When we send communication home, please read it. As you know, I do a weekly newsletter. There's important things in there that you need to know. I try to remind you through ThrillShare whenever I get the opportunity, but also once a week I'll send something home. Your teachers do as well. I'll talk more at the end about getting involved with our PTO. One of the things that I always have to talk about all the time is try to get the students here on time. Students aren't late, parents are. So our day starts at 8:35 exactly. Students may be dropped anytime between 8:20 and 8:35. If you're changing your child's dismissal, let us know as soon as possible. And I say let everybody know. Make sure the office knows, make sure the classroom teacher knows. Okay, send in a note, call, email. But if you're just doing a single person, like let's say you're very familiar with Miss Barling in the main office, and so you email her. Well, if she happens to be out absent or sick that day, and she won't see it. And so then no one will see it. So please let everybody know. Whenever possible, put your child's name in the front window of the car if you're doing car line. As you know, when through the lunch service, okay, how to put money in there. Make sure that they know whether the children know and the staff there know whether they're allowed to purchase snacks. Kindergarten does not purchase snacks at this time. Okay, all day long, I'm correcting students, helping students learn different things. Your teachers are doing the same things. We do this all the time. You won't hear about them. We will call you if any emergency happens. I promise you. I say this because there's conflicts all the time. I must talk to 15 or 20 kids a day, ask them to make an apology, talk to them about a different way to handle behaviors, and we move on. Okay, that's what we do in school. We teach. And so if something is bigger than that or happens over and over again, we will reach out. Our goal here is to create better human beings. And we want to make learning fun and make learning happen every day. Some of the other important things we do besides just the academic piece are help students with relationships, teach them kindness, try to keep them curious and persevere in their activities so they continue to grow and learn. Be persistent, enthusiastic, and have a positive attitude towards school. If you need information, as I said, I send out Bear Tavern Basics each week. The PTO sends out the flash on Tuesdays, on the first Tuesday of the month usually. But if there's information that has to come out, I try to share that as well in my basics. The website, there's a Bear Tavern page, and then there's a principal page. You'll see up to date happenings at Bear Tavern all the time. Bear Tavern PTO runs a Facebook page. I run the Bear Tavern Elementary School Twitter page, as well as tweet through my own, and we say it's X, Twitter, whatever it's called, using the Bear Tavern Pride hashtag. Instagram as well on Bear Tavern Pride, if you want to see what's happening at school. A lot of teachers communicate you in a variety of different ways. Just so you know, we're in the middle of, and you'll hear more about this, the referendum, okay? The referendum you'll be voting for in November has a variety of different things going on. There are two questions. We can't get to the second question unless you vote positively for the first question. Okay, take a second and look at this. There's much more on the district website to talk about, as well as you can figure out proposed tax increases for where you live. There are many things that need to be fixed at Bear Tavern, as well as we have an increased amount of students in the building, and that's why it would help to pass that second part of the referendum, where we can continue to build on to Bear Tavern and add more classrooms. Where it says the pre-KK classrooms, it's really classrooms that are built for the whole school, but they will have bathrooms in them, so our pre-K and K students can use them. This shows you a little bit about the question 1 topics. Okay, all the schools need HVAC. If your children are right now in 3rd grade or 4th grade, you may hear about the window units that we're using because the upper units are no longer working. Plus, as you know, we need to replace doors, bathrooms, ventilation, and plumbing. This shows you an example of where modulars will, these modulars will remain. Over here, this blue area is where the addition will be added to the building. And we'll remove those modulars or trailers that are over there. If you have the opportunity, or if you haven't already, please join the PTO. There's a lot of ways you can help out. Obviously, financially is important, but they'll always need volunteers for activities. They're here tonight. If you have any questions, you feel free to talk to them at their table. Here is the executive board. Ms. Straddick and Ms. Gallagher are co-presidents. VPs for fundraising, Jessica Pietro and Mr. Thews. VP for communications, Ms. Chu and Ms. Martin. Ms. Jones and Ms. Voiku for treasurer. So they all share duties, but you are welcome to join and participate in things. There's always committees to join and be part of. Ms. Gaynor, Ms. Hunt, Ms. Estes are our secretaries. These are some of the things that the PTO does. They sponsor authors, field trips, scholarships, help get t-shirts, help with classroom supplies. They funded our outdoor learning area, as well as continue to provide us help with that. Do teacher appreciation, all the fun events. If you were part of our picnic last week, you get to see all the things that they do. And these are just some pictures from past events. It's 100% volunteer, and that's why they need you there to help. If you see right here, you can scan there. If you scan this right here, you can volunteer for a variety of different events that are upcoming. One of the easy ways to help the PTO is join their annual appeal. Again, I'm going to move this. Feel free to scan that. You can donate right there. Here are the upcoming meeting events. Okay, we had a picnic last week. General meetings coming up on September 25th, January 22nd, May 14th. Usually we do those by Zoom, just because then people don't have to come out of the house or get babysitters. There will be lots of events added, but right now Oktoberfest is the big event coming up. There will be a trunk or treat as part of that, and a lot of different things happening on that night. Here's ways to stay connected. Again, you can scan the QR code. We also have the Strive PTO. The Strive purpose of the Strive PTO is to support students and families who receive supplemental services. They raise funds to benefit special education staff and classes and work to connect with parents and liaise with the HVRSD administration. They send out a variety of information and resources. If your students receive any of these special services, you should join the Strive PTO and help and support them. Our ECO PTO is new to Hopewell Valley Regional School District. An upcoming event, just so you know, they're sponsoring How to Raise a Healthy Gamer here at Bear Tavern on the 15th of October. Please join us. There's a QR code there. You can click in right there. Okay. I'm going to tell you, this is a personal quest of mine. Kids are on their screens way too much. Unfortunately, in school, we have to do some screen work, but outside of school, they're way on screens. They see too much that they shouldn't see. And if you have children that are just getting into screens or children that are addicted to gaming, come check this out. I think I got it done in a fairly reasonable amount of time. I want to thank you all for being here tonight or coming tonight. Hope you enjoy our show and get to meet all the teachers that you want to see.